As I discussed in the previous video, the Onin War made the shogunate weak and insufficient. The Bakufu centralized government in Japan had fallen from grace after a series of shoguns succeeded Yoshihisa and proved to be incompetent leaders. These shoguns were incapable of galvanizing the feuding clans after the Onin War, thus lost control of their state. This basically turned the shogunate into a puppet government, being manipulated by other powerful clans occupying Kyoto. One of these clans being the Hasukawa clan, who after losing its daimyo and its shogun candidate, still managed to organize and maintain military control over Kyoto. This of course prompted other warlords to begin marching on their rival enemies and other unclaimed holds yet to be divided by the shogunate, as an attempt to reap the benefits of the puppet government. More historically known clans who are a part of the imperial court of the Bakufu state joined the war effort, either because of vassalage or because the daimyo thought that there was something to be gained, unknowing that they would pay a high cost when it was all said and done, as most of their attention was focused in Kyoto, instead of their own provinces. Smaller clans began prospering after a couple decades of avoiding the Onin War, and used isolation defense tactics to build up their keeps and military forces. One of those clans, the Oda, who I incorporated a bit of background information about the region and adversary in the last video, managed to take advantage of the opportunity that was presented to them. This opportunity didn't show its face immediately, as the Oda were mostly on the defensive for most of the early 1500s. This was because of the location that the Odas were circumstanced to, being surrounded by growing hostile clans. The Owari province is part peninsula and inland territory, in literally the center of Japan. To the north, the Sado clan, in the Minu province, always kept the Oda on a watchful eye for invasion, as both would go back and forth occasionally for territorial control. The Matsudera clan, who eventually turned into the Takugawa clan, were directly south in the Mikawa province, which became vassals to the Imagawa. This is important because the Imagawa were the Oda's #1 threat in the early Sengoku period, until Oda Nobunaga pulled off his incredible strategic attack on the Imagawa clan at the Battle of Okehazama in 1560. This is still the early Sengoku period though, and the Oda are trying to seize the rest of the unconquered lands in the Owari province. This is around the edges of the border of the north, east, and south. To the west of the Owari, the Sakai River separates the west to make a strategic barrier against the clans battling in the Kyoto region just across. This means that the Oda were constantly fighting wars on multiple fronts on their lands. The Oda clan before 1452 relied on their vassalage status for protection by the Shiba clan. The Shiba clan were one of the many clans involved in the Onin War, which would cost their own clan to become vassals to the emerging military power in their region, being the Oda clan. The Oda became the Shiba's lord, and then later managed to wipe out the Shiba clan in 1551 because the last daimyo Shiba Yoshimune was executed for exposing an assassination attempt on Oda Nobunaga by Nobunaga's own uncle. I'll come back to that story later. During the 1520s until the 1550s, the third daimyo of the Oda clan started making a name for himself. Oda Nobuhide, nicknamed the Tiger of Owari, was born in 1510 to 1551. He and his 4 brothers, under their father, Oda Nobusada, began putting in major work for the clan. Nobuhide was the oldest son of Nobusada and showed his fierce fighting and commanding skills under his father's reign. Nobuhide proved himself worthy of leading his clan after his father's passing. The Oda's ambitions were rooted in unifying the entire province of Owari, but with strong foes almost at every front, this would be a tall task for the aspiring daimyo. Nobuhide attempted to conquer lands in the northern regions of Owari by fighting the Sado clan, but ultimately would lose a crucial battle at Gonachi in 1549, which he would also lose 2 of his close relatives in. This defeat would set up a crucial marriage of truce between the Oda and the Sado clan, with Daimyo Sado Daozen's daughter named Nohime, translated into Princess of Mino province, to marry Nobuhide's second son, Oda Nobunaga. Oda Nobuhide would also frequently invade the Mikawa province to the south as well, fighting against the Imagawa furiously because of a long-standing blood feud. It is speculated that Nobuhide's father was assassinated by the Imagawa after Nobuhide's younger brother was also killed during a night raid in 1542. During this contested war against the Oda and the Imagawa, in 1551 Oda Nobuhide fell ill and died unexpectedly due to an epidemic, perhaps an assassination attempt from the Imagawa that infiltrated the Oda ranks. This left the Oda clan in dispute over succession,
and all hell is about to break loose for this clan, where only the strongest and most cunning will survive.